Hey YouTube! Today we're going to do a love reading on what you need to know in your love life at this time. It's going to be a pick a card and we're going to have 3 groups. So group 1 is going to be black tourmaline, these little crystal bottles. Group 2 is going to be rose quartz. And group 3 is going to be red coral. I apologize for any background noises. I've got the music going. However, people still might be making noise in the background. I apologize if the music is very loud. Hopefully you can still hear me. So group 3 are the red coral. And yeah, before we begin, this is my buddy Squishmallow. But yeah, if you guys would like to book a personal reading, healing, or spell work with me, you can email me at MadisonRamsaran777@gmail.com, or you can look in the description of this video to find more info on how to do that. So I've already pre-pulled all of the groups, so we're just gonna get right into it. Let's start with group 1. We're going to start with a prayer. We're going to call on God's source, saints, angels, ancestors, star family, spiritual team members, and high self, and ask you for your help in getting clear and concise messages for group 1 on what they need to know right now in their love life. Those who chose the black tourmaline, this is going to be your reading. So, what we got here for you are 4 tarot cards from the Sexual Magic Tarot deck. And what Spirit is saying at this moment for your love life is that you've had to be strong in your decision making when it comes to your love life, because you have had to make sure that what you choose and who you choose is something that is solid both emotionally but also financially, spiritually, and just somebody who has the same values as you has been really important when it comes to your decision making. So some of you guys might have been around people who made you question what their true intentions were, question whether or not they really were going to be able to fulfill you financially, emotionally, spiritually, and then just match your values in your life and your morals. And this might have made you feel very confused. However, Spirit said those are people of the past, and there are going to be people who come in and match your energy. And for some of you, when that person has come in, if they have already come in, or when they come in, this could be having you feel a bit confused and waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for this person to misbehave or show a side of themselves that you weren't aware of, because that's what's happened in your past. But Spirit is saying, by releasing those who do not serve you and setting the boundaries that you have, you are aligning with somebody who is going to make you feel at home. You are aligning with somebody who is going to make you feel relief from the fact of that they're just somebody who aligns with you. They're somebody who has morals, who is a normal person and can, act right. Spirit has said you have been a little closed off because you have opened so much and expressed so much to people who didn't care and who didn't match your energy. But Spirit is saying the more that you open yourself to talking about these experiences with others in an appropriate way, when you're dating, etc., starting to get to know somebody, you are attracting your soulmate. You are calling in your soulmate, and we've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So Spirit really wants you to release this lack and doubt mindset that you might have been carrying from past relationships, and they really want you to be able to express yourself and truly allow yourself to explore feelings that you have for somebody. So we have 2 advice cards for you to end your reading, and we've got change and travel. So we've got change, a change of residence, partner, career, or job is on the cards. You're restless and in need of a change, and that's exactly what's coming your way. So some of you, with the travel card also being here, you could be changing where you live, changing your occupation, maybe a school, maybe you're releasing certain people, and this is going to bring in a big change that is allowing you to get what you need from a situation and from a person. And then we have travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. So most definitely this release of the old ways and the old kind of baggage that people have left you with is allowing you to transform your life and perhaps even travel and meet somebody or find somebody who's going to be able to travel with you and enjoy life with you. So group 1, those who chose the black tourmaline, that was your reading. Well, and this clock just said 555, so change is definitely coming for you guys. So I just want to thank you, God, Source, Saints, Angels, Ancestors, Star Family, Spiritual Team Members, and Highest Self, and Group 1 for joining me here today on this little quick reading. I loved spending this time with you. If you guys want to book a personal reading, healing, or spell work with me, email me at MadisonRamsaran777@gmail.com or check the description of this video to find out more information about that. It was nice seeing you guys, Group 1, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. So, group 2, if you chose the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading on what you need to know in your love life at this time. So, let's get right into it. First, we'll start out with a prayer. I'm going to call on God, Source, Saints, Angels, Ancestors, Star Family, Spiritual Team Members, and Highest Self, and ask, what does group 2 need to know for their highest and greatest good about their love life? Those who chose the rose quartz, please and thank you. Amen. So, group 2, what Spirit has been telling me about your group is that you have not been listening to yourself. This could be because of a current relationship, or this could just be because of where you are in life at this point. There's a need for rest. There is a need for time to yourself and true reflection. So some of you might have been trying to attain some sort of balance in your relationships by some Spirit saying by ignoring what your intuition has been telling you. So you might have been trying to keep the peace with some people, but Spirit is saying this is ultimately not helping the case. So what you're going to need to do is take time out to meditate, put the phone down, turn the TV off, turn the music off, or maybe if background noise helps you meditate, go for it. But Spirit really wants you to lay down and quit the overthinking and silence your mind and listen to what your mind has to tell you, what your soul has to tell you, what Spirit has to tell you, because in meditation, you guys, this is where you're going to find and receive messages from Spirit and from your highest self on what your next step is in this relationship. So Spirit is saying there's been quite the imbalance in this relationship. Like you might have been fighting to keep a balance. You might fight every day to justify yourself, to justify your feelings, to express yourself, or to fight for a person. And Spirit is saying this has not been making you happy in the long run. This has not been fulfilling you in the way that you need. And your soul has been trying to tell you this. And even your goals that you've had for your life aren't aligned with this and this person and the way that they're acting. So Spirit really wants you to go within. Really wants you to take time to listen to what your intuition has been telling you and explore that. As much as you run around trying to make excuses for this person, Spirit wants you to take that energy and put forth why you need to stop making excuses for this person, why you need to start listening to yourself and giving to yourself, because that is what is needed at this time. You've got rose quartz that's all about self-care. So Spirit really wants you to have self-love and listen to what your soul has been telling you, this balance that is needed in a relationship. For some of you, you might have been in a rough spot and you're being ridiculed for it by a partner. And Spirit really wants you to raise up and wants to let you know right now that that is a reflection of how that person feels about themselves more than anything about you. It might be a personal attack, but deep down inside, that is how that person feels about themselves in some way. And Spirit does not want you to take that personally. Spirit wants you to raise up out of this time of kind of like, if you guys have been traumatized in any way, Spirit really wants you to raise up and take your power back and say, you know, hey, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I need to find a way to get my mind strong enough to create this total divine balance of giving to myself, of listening to myself, and truly getting and going for what's going to make me happy in the long run, what is going to make me happy in this lifetime. So yeah, for some of you, you've been giving a relationship chance after chance after chance, and you've been working on it, but it's not reciprocated, or the other person doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. Spirit wants you to be able to have a romantic lifestyle. Spirit wants you to be able to have romance away from fighting, away from constant nagging. And Spirit's not saying like somebody's nagging at you or whatever. Spirit is saying like somebody might think that you're a nag because you try to express yourself, because you try to fix problems. And that's just showing that person is not receptive and open to changing to be better for the relationship as you are. So Spirit wants you to, you know, realize when to call it a day. And then for some of you, when it is time to keep fighting for something. It's going to be different for everybody. Take what resonates. But yeah, we've got true love. Spirit really wants you to be able to bring in and emanate, or whatever. What are you saying, Spirit? Like, they want you to like express your love freely. They don't want you to hold back. And Spirit wants you to be bringing in somebody who you can relate to, and who can relate to you in the way of like the way that you want to be loved. And for some of you, this could have been affecting your finances, being with somebody who is not supportive of you, or, you know, who is causing mental turmoil. And some of you, you really do need to walk away from somebody. And Spirit wants to let you know that you are on the right path in doing so. And that for some of you, if this is somebody who you believe in or care for, Christ is with you and following in every like step that you take, and is supporting you and holding you during these moments. If it is not Christ, it is your spiritual team, your highest self, that is helping you at this time really strengthen yourself and pull yourself out of a situation that you never thought that you would be in, but you know that it is your responsibility to deal with it and get yourself out of it. So we've got two advice cards to end your reading here, and we've got sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and a good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. The child will also bring great joy. So some of you might have children with this person, and it might be really hard for you to disconnect and kind of lose that connection, because the child brings you so much joy. The child brings you so much love, and you're like, why isn't this enough for this person to change? And I get that. But your spiritual team is saying, like, at this time, it is going to be healthier for you to find ways to detach emotionally so that you can mentally get yourself together, because a lot of you, your emotions take over and you're not able to formulate a good conscious way of thinking about this. For some of you, like I said, you may have been traumatized by somebody, and this is kind of like what the outcome is. It messes with your head. So Spirit wants you to find ways to detach so that you can take back your sexual energy and your power, take back the confidence in yourself to start caring for yourself and doing so in a way where you can bring in somebody who aligns with you, somebody who can treat you right in the bedroom and in your family life. So we've also got health, and that came out reversed. So Spirit is saying you've been neglecting your health at this time, and that is not okay. So you need to start going to the doctor. For some of you, getting your treatments, if there's treatments that you need to get, Spirit said go and get them. Please make the time, stop. You know what I mean? Because some of you, this is like, it affects your quality of life greatly if you don't get your treatment. So please go and do that. And start listening to your body. When it says I need exercise, when it says I need more wholesome foods, please do that for yourself, because that is going to bring in a healthier lifestyle and a healthier mind for you, your child if you have one, and for you navigating a situation with a toxic person. So, group 2, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated. If it did, go ahead, you can let me know if you want. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you'd like to do. I want to thank you, God, Source, Saints, Angels, Ancestors, Star Family, Spiritual Team Members, Highest Self, and Group 2 for joining me here today. I love you guys, and I thank you. And if anybody wants to book a personal reading, healing, or spell work with me, you can email me at MadisonRamsaran777@gmail.com, or you can look in the description of this video to find more info about those below. So, I love you guys, and please stay safe and protect yourself at this time and prioritize self-love. I'll see you guys later. Love you, Group 2. Okay. In Group 3, if you chose the red coral, this is going to be your reading on your love life and what you need to know right now. So, excuse me. First, I like to start out with a prayer. I want to call on God, Source, Saints, Angels, Ancestors, Star Family, Spiritual Team Members, and Highest Self, and ask, what does Group 3 need to know for their highest and greatest good? Please and thank you, Spirit. So, for you guys in a relationship, you have been repeating cycles that do not serve you. You've been repeating old ways of being that you don't align with. For some of you that your person doesn't align with, you kind of have been doing stuff that you don't like over and over and over again in a relationship. And Spirit is saying some of this has been due to lack of boundaries. Some of this has been due to not listening to your intuition about the truth of a situation, of how you need more boundaries with a person, how you need to stand your ground, and how you need to take more action connected to your own life and where you're going, where you're headed, and what you like to do and need to do to be a happy person. So some of you might have been blocked from listening to your intuition because you've been in cycles and, an everyday battle with a person that has left you, on kind of guard, to the point of where boundaries aren't able to be established because you're fighting constantly. So Spirit is saying for some of you, there is going to be an ending that needs to happen. There are going to be boundaries that need to be set. So you probably hear all the time from yourself what it is that would make this better, what it is that would make interactions with this person better, and that would end these kind of repetitive cycles of doing shit you guys don't like. And Spirit is saying, in setting certain boundaries, this is going to be extremely empowering for yourself and help you end these cycles in a way that allows you to listen to your intuition strongly and have that be what is running you. So some of you might have been running on fear, or kind of like piggybacking off this person and what they kind of force you to go through. But Spirit is saying by being strong and setting these boundaries at this time, this is going to help you bring about an ending of these cycles and an ending perhaps of a relationship that needs to end if needed, because you're going to be empowering yourself. You're going to be listening to your intuition. And if this person rejects your boundaries and does not respect them, you know that you're at this point where you can't keep doing this. You can't keep going in the same cycles, and there is going to be an ending related. And some of you might have been avoiding this. You've seen this reflection in every interaction with this person or within yourself and how you feel after, but it brings you a lot of emotions that you're not able to deal with at this moment, or you haven't been able to deal with, and that's kept you in the same cycles, same ways of being unable to move, unable to act. However, Spirit wants you to, for some of you, this is the last straw. Like, if this person can't listen to your boundaries and respect them, then they've got to go, because you are a passionate person who has so much ahead of you and who is a guiding light for so many. And Spirit is tired of seeing your light dimmed. You're tired of seeing your light dimmed. You're tired of being sad all day because of you fought, or you know what I mean, there's just something that's not working out. Spirit wants you to be able to lead yourself into a better time and grow into a person that is able to receive from Spirit, is able to listen to the messages from Spirit and see Spirit every day. Even in a relationship, like, there is going to be better times ahead and more groundedness when you are able to realize that these cycles that you've been repeating, this way that your everyday has been, is just not it anymore, and it's time to cut the cord and attract what truly matters to you. Okay, so yeah, we've got very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then we've got soulmate. For some of you, you feel like you want your soulmate in your life. You feel like, okay, so for some of you, you really have been trying with this relationship because this is a soulmate to you. This is somebody who you care about. However, and then for some of you, there's going to be a decision that needs to be made so that you can attract in somebody who is more aligned with you, who actually treats you as a soulmate should. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Also, sorry if my voice is off. I'm just getting over being sick, and I still kind of am sick, but I wanted to do this reading for you guys. So we've got some advice for you. Get some rest. You haven't been sleeping because you keep thinking about, where's this relationship going? Is this person staying? Is this person going? And for some of you, for all of you, it's going to be totally different. So you know in your heart whether or not boundaries can be set and this relationship can be saved if they are respected. And then for some of you, if you set these boundaries and they're not respected, you know that you have to release this person. And Spirit really wants you to, take that in as a simple truth and as a way to calm yourself down and stop overthinking. Those simple ways of thinking it. I can set boundaries. This person either chooses to respect it or doesn't, and I move on from that point forward. Because there are going to be people around you who can respect those boundaries. If it's that person that you're with right now, it is. If it's not, it's not. And there's going to be somebody who really is magnetic when it comes to just you, the love that you guys have. Like, it is going to be an amazing feeling. Like, it's going to be electric. And Spirit doesn't want you to dim your light and live a life. Spirit is saying for some of you that your ancestors already lived for you. So for some of you, you have ancestors, you have people in your family. I don't know why this makes me cry, but you have people in your family who've already lived this for you. They've already been in shitty relationships their whole life that they weren't aligned with, that they didn't agree with, that made them depressed as fuck and unhappy as fuck. And Spirit said, learn from that and learn from them and really start respecting yourself and knowing that you deserve a true high vibrational love that feels like love. So, and right, Spirit is saying not everything is perfect, not everything is amazing, but there needs to be a spark there and there needs to be mutual respect. So we've got society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. So for some of you, you guys need to get out and you need to go hang out with your friends. And for some of you, talk about this with them. Yeah, really get some homie time in. And then for some of you, you need to go out. Like, go out on the town, meet some people, maybe go on a few dates if you're on any dating apps and somebody's asking you want to go out to dinner. Yeah, it is time for you to see a change in your social life. For some of you, you might have been with a person who like is holding you back and who keeps you home all day and doesn't let you go anywhere. Spirit's saying that's not healthy. Go out with your friends. That's not healthy. Set boundaries and say, hey, I'm going out. I deserve to go out. You either like it or you're gonna leave. Okay. So we got achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although on the family front, somebody's health and could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. So for some of you, on top of this relationship problems, you also have family to worry about. And Spirit really wants you to be able to focus on family time and friend time. That is going to be crucial to you kind of escaping this situation in a way, and finding your grounds and finding more of yourself, because it's hard to be yourself fully and think in the way that you really want to when you're around a person so much, especially somebody who you've got a stressful situation with. So those were your messages, group 3. I hope that it resonated. I want to call on God, source, saints, angels, ancestors, star family, spiritual team members, and myself, and thank you for your help in doing this reading. Thank you, group 3, for joining us. And yeah, if you guys want to book a personal reading, healing, or spell work with me, message me, email me, MadisonRamsaran777@gmail.com, or look at the description of this video down below and find some more information about those things down there. I love you guys, and it was great reading for you. Please stay safe, stay grounded, and do things that align with you and that can help you empower you. Thank you, group 3. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. See you later.